Just want to piggyback on what Ryan said about thank you to the organization, the McCaskey family, front office, really the whole support staff. This place is phenomenal. We're in tip-top shape, and every coach, every player, they have every resource that they could ever need to get better over the next 6 weeks and really for the whole season. So we're really excited about that. Speaking of excitement, a few things about training camp that just get me going. The first one is our team. Obviously, this is our chance to forge our identity. And a lot of coaches come up and they say we're going to be this, we're going to be that, and the other, and yet this is where it all happens. This is we got a whole different group of guys than we did a year ago, and this is where it gets fun. Is call it half the roster was here, half the roster is new. There's a lot of getting to know each other, and yet it's a chance for us to create a new chapter of Chicago Bears football, the 2026 version. So excited about that. Excited about the competition that's going to unfold as well. You just talked to Ryan about some particular spots where that might occur, but for each player, it's an opportunity to earn a spot on the roster. It's a spot to earn a role. Could be a starting spot, could be depth piece. Of course, we know special teams plays a huge part of that as well. So for us as coaches and personnel staff, I know we're really going to be having our lens out and evaluating each and every single day. And then finally, I'm really excited about this coaching staff. The continuity that we have is a little bit unique in the NFL right now. You look around, there's 30 plus new play callers in the NFL. And fortunately here, we were able to have a lot of the same faces come back. And with that, I really expect another layer of sophistication to occur within this building and with our players. I've already felt it over the course of the springtime. I feel it right now, getting ready for training camp. There's things a year ago we're trying to speak the same language. Now we're past that, and everyone's kind of reading each other's thoughts. And so on with the elementary is a thing of the past, and we can level things up as a coaching staff as well. So it's a really exciting time to be here, and with that, I'll go ahead and open it up.
With the success and the momentum, what in your mind are the ingredients to sustaining it? I know last year was the past, but how do you...
Yeah, it starts all over again. And we talked about this when last year ended. It's a brand new group of guys. We're in a race right now to develop the same chemistry that we had a year ago. I thought that was one of the things that was our secret sauce, was guys playing for each other. We had a really close-knit group, and here it is. This is the time of year where you stay in a hotel or you go on the road for some joint practices like we'll do later on in camp, and we got to come together as a group. And there'll be some trials and tribulations. Coaching staff, we're going to apply pressure and stress on these guys. I think that's where the best version of yourself comes forward. And so, I don't think there's, you talk about sustaining success. Well, shoot, we're starting all over again. That's been the consistent message.
You talked about the hunter's mentality. How do you describe that to your players, what that requires?
Oh, man, that's for team meetings. We keep that there, yeah.
Caleb, kind of the things that are kind of top of your checklist, maybe that might not have been on last year's checklist, now that there's a little more comfort system.
Yeah, he and I were just talking yesterday about that. Is, I have this urge as an offensive guy to want to continue to evolve and you can say innovate and push the limits a little bit, and yet at the same time, in the back of my mind, what's best for him is to continue to bank some of these reps. He's had 2 off seasons and 1 training camp so far, and a full season, obviously, to where he's had a lot of the similar concepts repeat for him. And now we're at the point where he's not thinking about the play call. He's not thinking about the cadence, the motion, and all the jigamarobe before the snap. Things are starting to slow down. And so what we need to see here in camp is that anticipation, take it up a notch. I think with that, the coverage recognition gets taken up another notch. I think there's other ways we're going to continue to challenge and push them, more of which are going to happen post-snap. Last year, we talked about that pre-snap operation quite a bit. Feel a lot better about that this time of year than we did. And so now we're just moving on to the next stage.
You feel the differently. Familiarity and the continuity that you guys have. Will camp look different?
Every camp looks different. The way it's laid out in terms of having these 2 away joint practices, particularly week 2 and week 3, it is going to be different. I'm excited about that, though. I think it's a great chance for our team to come together. When you go on the road, in particular, there's there's really not family. It's you, it's your buddies, it's the hotel, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to bond together. So that'll be different, but I mean the pillars all stay the same. I mean it's going to be a physical, it's going to be a tough, it's going to be a demanding ordeal. Anything worth doing is going to be challenging. These guys all know that, and I think they embrace it as well.
Now that you've had time to really spend with Caleb over the last really year and a half, what do you team?
Oh shoot. I mean, he's got it all, Stacy. There's really nothing I don't think that he can't do. It's just elite arm talent, playmaking ability, escapability. He has his legs that he can hurt a defense with. I mean, there's just so many layers to who he is as a player. I think that word consistency comes up over the course of a 60-minute game or more if we need it, to where we're playing high-level quarterback play throughout that game. I mean, you see flashes of it, and yet we're trying to tap into that where we're just consistently delivering the ball where it needs to go, giving it to our guys around us, and then we all know that he has that ability to put on that Superman cape when the time calls for it.
Do you feel any differently about the left tackle position today than you did on this day last summer?
I would say I've got a better feel for our guys. I mean, there's a number of them that were here last year. Jedrick's really the new face, so I feel better about Braxton in terms of his health and his outlook. So I feel like he's got another step up in terms of his confidence level than he did a year ago at this time. Theo was a guy last year I didn't know a whole lot about. I got high hopes for Theo as a player in this league as well. I mean, I can go on and on and on. So I know those guys a lot better, and I think another year of mentorship under Dan Rochar and Kyle Devan is going to do nothing but help all of them play better.
What's been the message? How important?
Get healthy.
And with the uncertainty of when he'll be available to you, what's your vision for fortifying the depth there so that you have options?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we stocked back up in that DB room again, and we'll see how it all plays out. And there'll be certain players that certainly flash here, and we'll give them opportunities to run with the ones. While Kyler's out, and we'll see where it goes from there. But we have a lot of options from rookies all the way to some of these veteran players, the free agents that we brought in. I think we're gonna have a healthy competition in that room.
Coach, I know you have designed the system around the players that you have. But with another year of player acquisition, another year of player development, are you closer to what your ideal version of football looks like? The person that you have?
I think you're always striving to reach I talked about those buzzwords before. You want, when the tape comes on, to be a physical, a sound, a poised group. Each year you try to define that for your guys and see how close you can come to put that on tape on a consistent basis. And so we got a high level of talent on this roster. I'm not concerned about that at all. I'm more concerned about how we come together as a group right now.
A couple more, please. Want him to be a little more efficient and higher completion percentage, things like that. What are the different factors of that equation that you're looking for, like the specifics that will lead to that for him?
Well, I mean, I think fundamentally he's done a great job over the spring and summer just looking at himself, body position wise, from an accuracy standpoint, are my feet aligned to where I want to throw the ball. And I think that's the time of year that you do that. And then when you get into the bullets flying, and we got full speed reps here with O versus D, I think that's where the ability to see where I should go with the football, the process a little bit faster. That's what I'm hopeful for, is that we see another step in terms of the processing speed, because we do have these banked reps at this point. It's always going to be the goal, guys. It's always going to, and that's going to be every quarterback in this league, always. 70%. You're going to have a darn good offense if your quarterback's completing 70% of his balls.
When you watched all the incompletions, what was that exercise like for you and him?
Fun. Yeah, no, I mean, it's good. It's good. I mean, there's a number of times for me as well. It's like, I need to, he's having to throw the ball away, and you're like, well, shoot, I didn't give him a good opportunity there on that one. And so, and that's why I talked about in the springtime, us as a staff, we got to continue to do the best we can to get the primary receiver open. That makes his job a little bit easier. And then he's going to do his part and elevate his game as well. So it's a balancing act. We're all going to be better this year in a lot of ways than what we were.
And I guess I'll stick with the primary receiver conversation. You brought it up a handful of times throughout the offseason. What specifically didn't meet your expectations for the ability to get that guy more regularly?
I mean, listen, it's almost impossible to do it every single snap, and yet we take a lot of pride as a coaching staff to put our homework in and study the defense and figure out where we could, was it to get access or attack a certain player or matchups, whatever that is. And I just felt like we could take that up another notch. That's without any state secrets getting out of there. That's the gist.
What about you, Ben? Where are you at in your evolution as a head coach? Do things feel different?
Still feels like I'm drinking out of a fire hose, if that's what you mean. But it's like I alluded to a year ago. I mean, I got a great staff around me. I continue to learn from them. I mean, every day DA says something to me that's a gold nugget. Richard Smith, same thing. Bill Johnson. We've got all these veteran coaches, and a guy like Harry Freed with the game management. I mean, I think we took a step forward in that department here this offseason. I got to spend a lot of time with Coach Hightower in the special teams room. So, I always think as the head coach, you're trying to bring all three phases together the best you can on game day, and I'm hopeful that I'll be able to do that better this year.